Okay. Let's just see what we're working with here. So, what I'm going to be doing today is I'm going to be adjusting your face. Now, what this will do is it will increase your self-worth and your self-confidence, and people will take you a lot more seriously. But what I need to do first is to just get an idea of what we're working with today, and then I can give you an idea of how I can help you. Okay, so I'm just checking that you do indeed have a face, and I'm pleased to say, this is a bit of good news, that you do. And you have 2 eyes, a nose, a mouth, and an ear on either side. Now, what I'm going to do to begin with is I'm just going to press your face along the top of your brow. And by pressing, this gives me a clue as to what we need to do to make your life better. So I'm just going to press now, just along the cheeks, just here. Okay, and if you can lift your chin up just a little bit for me, and I'm just going to feel just underneath your chin, just here. Okay. Okay, a little bit more. Okay. Okay, that's good. So that's given me an insight as to how we can help you now. The way things stand today, your face needs a total readjustment, and the reason for that is that it's totally out of whack with your personality. And when the two collide, you have something called cognitive dissonance, and it makes people not quite gel with you in ordinary life. So what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to be adjusting your face so that it's in line with your character. So what I need to do to begin with, after I've done the initial assessment, I just need to just unveil, bring this back here. Okay, and there are some buttons and dials and levers that I just need to reset to factory settings. So I'm just going to dial this on the one side. Okay, and this lever down, I'm just going to bring that down. In fact, all of these levers are out of whack, so I'm just going to bring those down. Okay, good. And there's a button here, and it looks as though it's been left on for a long, long time. It's kind of like leaving the lights on your car battery. It kind of drains things a little bit. So I'm just going to just pop those buttons back on. And on the other side as well. You see your face is split up into zones, and each set of levers and buttons and dials is responsible for each zone of the face, and it's split into thirds. You've got a lower third, middle third, and top third. So we'll work on the top third first. I'm just going to be pressing a few buttons first of all. Hope you don't mind me coming in close. So dot, dot. Okay, good. I just need to turn that dial up a little bit. Okay, good. There's like a mini dial that is responsible for your micro expressions along the top third. So there you go, that's good. So that's set to maximum for your personality, which is what we want. So I'm going to do the middle third now. So if we just draw that back a little bit, and see what we're dealing with, and I'm just going to pull this lever here. There you go. Good. Perfect. We'll just flip that up. Okay, and let's just bring that dial down just a little bit on the one side. Okay, good. Okay, that's great. Lower third, the mouth, your smile is very indicative of where you are in life and how you come across to people. So I'm just going to draw this back and let's just have a look, see. Oh my good Lord, okay, we need to do some work here. So let me just bring that dial up to the maximum. Okay, and we'll just bring down that lever here. Doing very well. Okay, good. Okay, and just one or two buttons on the one side. So okay, and on the other side, because we don't want your grin lopsided. So let's see what we've got here. Okay, that's good. So let's just draw all of that back in, and I'm just going to smooth that down a little bit for you. Okay. How are you feeling? You're feeling a bit more balanced, yes? Okay, that's great. So if you could go like that for me, please. And I'm just going to have a look at your gums. And yeah, they are all present and correct. Okay, so let's just have a look at your facial structure. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get you to tell me, I'm going to rest my hand just along your forehead. And I want you to tell me about your insecurities. I want you to tell me what you're insecure about. Would that be okay? All right. So it doesn't matter what it is. I'm a doctor. I've heard it all before. So if I just put my hands just along there, and okay, you can start anytime you like. Okay. Okay. Good. Let me stop you there. When you tell me about your insecurities, your confidence levels dip. They just go through the floor. Now, what tends to happen when that happens is that your bones in your face become more porous and they become very, very soft. So if you were talking about your insecurities to me and I was to press along your brow bone, along the top, it would just sink in. Your brow bone would just disintegrate. So what I want you to do is I want you to keep telling me about your insecurities, and I'm just going to feel along the ridge bone of your brow on either side. Okay, let me just keep talking. Yeah, that's good. Okay. Going to do the same with your cheekbones. So tell me what you're feeling insecure about. Okay, good. Keep going. Keep going. Okay, that's great. So I've ascertained that your confidence levels are a little bit low. So what I need you to do is, when I press again along the brow bone, along the top, I want you to think about a time in your life when you were winning at something, when you did something that made you feel really good inside. I want you to exude confidence. I want you to think of that time and exude confidence. So I'm just going to press along the brow, and I want you to tell me about a time when you asked somebody out and they said yes, or you scored the winning touchdown or the winning goal. You tell me what gave you a lot of confidence in the past. So I'm just going to feel just along here. Yeah, keep going. Keep going. Wow. Okay, and I'm just going to feel just underneath your eyes. And if you keep going for me, keep talking. That's right. All right, that's great. Good. So for your facial structure to maintain its shape, you need to keep your confidence levels up, and what that entails is, instead of thinking about all the negative things that may or may not have happened in your life or things that you're worrying about, you just need to think about the things that have made you happy in the past, that have made you confident and have given you a boost. And that way your facial structure will be absolutely maintained. Now, looking at you, I can see just looking along your cheekbones here, we need to do an adjustment. What I mean by that is that you have one cheekbone here pointing straight ahead. You have another cheekbone that's pointing up there, up in the sky. So we need to align that so that people don't think you're a freak. So if you look at me, and I'm just going to knock that back into shape. You can shut your eyes, you can go to sleep if you want to. I won't be offended. So I'm just going to okay, good. Just see my handiwork. Okay. I'm just going to measure just to check that those are absolutely parallel. Okay, so if you can look just straight ahead, if you can look just between my two eyes. Okay, good. And I'm just going to take one or two other measurements while we're here. Okay, good. And on the other side. Yeah. Okie doke. That's fine. Okay, so your cheeks are now parallel and you look normal, which is great. So let's just have a look now. Now I notice your ears are a little bit out of whack, so I'm just going to tug on your ears just to make sure that they're absolutely aligned and absolutely, because at the moment you've got one on this side which is up here and you've got another on the other side which is a little bit further down. So we need to make them align, just so it's more in keeping with your character. Now this might hurt a little bit, you might feel a little bit of pinch, but it's nothing that you can't stand, I'm sure. So if you can, again, you can shut your eyes if you want to, but if you keep looking straight ahead for me, and I'm just going to tug just a little bit on that one side. Okay, let's see what we've got. Okay, so we need to bring this one up a little bit on this side. Okay, good. Let me just reach across. I hope you don't mind me getting close, but I'm just going to reach this up. Bring this up, I should say. Okay, let's just have a look at what we've got. Okay, good. Now, I'm just going to palpate your face. Your ears are straight now, they're where they should be. And your cheekbones are pointing forward. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to palpate your face, because otherwise it's like, when you do makeup, you put a setting thing on to keep the makeup there. It's the same kind of thing. So I'm just going to palpate your face, and that sets it so that all the adjustments that I'm doing are going to stay for at least 48 hours, in which case you come back again and I reset you again. Okay, let me just... Okay, if you close your eyes for me. Okay, and I'm just going to run my... Hope you don't mind. Okay, just going to run my fingers just along your mouth. Okay, good. So, a little bit more palpation. Okay, I'm just going to do a little bit of circles on your face, and again, this helps set the adjustments that I'm doing for you. Okay, little circles. Okay, good. And what I'm going to do next is I'm just going to write. It's invisible ink. Nobody sees it, so you're good to go. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to write some instructions for your face to remember, so that if at any time your confidence is low and your bones begin to disintegrate, your face will read the message that I put on now, and it'll remember what to do. So if you close your eyes for me, that's great. So let me just pop this down, and it's saying, please be confident and be full of self-worth to live to your highest potential. Now, if you keep your eyes closed, I'm just going to write on your eyelids. So this kind of anchors it so that you really won't be able to forget. So let me just pop that down. And live to your highest potential. Okay. And just do the other eye. So again, I'm not left-handed. Try again. And to live to your highest potential. Okay, so far so good. So what we need to do next is we just need to check with the light that everything, what this does, this light bounces back and it tells me if your face is out of alignment in any way. It'll tell me by a ripple in the reflections. So if you keep looking at the center of the light for me, please. That is great. Good. Okay. Now your nose is out of whack, so we need to just align your nose so that it's more in keeping with your character. And then once everything is aligned, you can lead the most authentic life you possibly can, and people will take you seriously, and your life will be a breeze. So now the nose is a little bit difficult, and it might cause a little bit of discomfort, but I'm sure you can take it. So again, you can keep your eyes shut or open, doesn't really matter, but I'm going to come in a little bit closer, and I'm just going to check the cartilage there. Okay, it's very, very malleable. So let me just knock that back into shape. Okay, and the other side. If you look straight ahead for me, and let's just see. Okay, if it gets too painful or if you have any discomfort, just let me know, okay? All right, so again, just going to hold that for you, and that is one perfectly straight nose. Cute little button nose. So you're looking good. That's great. Okay. So what I'm going to do next, I'm going to take my fingers. Sounds a bit iffy, but I'm going to just very, very gently, I'm just going to scrape them across your face. And what this does is to alleviate any bits of stress that you might have left over. Okay. Good. Okay, I'm just going to do just along your jawline. So you lift your chin up a little bit for me. That's great. Good. All right, and I'm just going to a little bit more. Okay, if you look over there for me, I'm just going to write some instructions just along just underneath your jawline there. So there you go. Good. That's good. Okay. Now this time, let's just see how we're panning out. Oh my God, that's 1,000% improvement. You're doing really, really well. So your ears are good, your nose is good, your cheekbones are both pointing forwards, and whoa, I don't know how I missed that. Your teeth are growing outwards, which must make chewing a bit of a challenge. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to knock those back into shape with my trusty tool here. So again, might be a little bit painful, but I'm sure you can take it. But if it gets too much, just let me know. Okay? So if you shut your eyes for me, there you go. And I'm just going to come a little bit closer, and if you go like that. Okay, good. Okay? Good. Okay, good. Okay, good. If you smile, it's great. So your teeth are pointing downwards, so we're looking good. So let me just double check where we're at, and I'm going to bring my hands either side of your jaw, and I want you to clench your jaw. Clench your jaw for me, please. Like you're a Tottenham Hotspur fan, clench your jaw. Or a Kansas City Chiefs fan, clench your jaw. That's great. Good, good. If you can clench your jaw again for me, please. And one more time. And one more time. That's great. Okay, good. So, I'm going to put down everything we've found so far. Okay, let me just check the proportions again. So I'm just going to, yeah, good. Let me just pop that down for you. I'll just pop that down, so if you have to come back the next time, we know where we left you. Okay, good. Okay, so your confidence now will be through the roof, but we need to see you again in a couple of weeks' time, just as a follow-up appointment, just to see where you're at. So how are you feeling? Are you feeling good? Great. So everything is all in proportion. Your bone structure is looking as good as I've ever seen bone structure ever, and I'm a bone structure doctor, so I should know. Your ears are fine, your nose is good, your mouth is a little bit out of alignment. So let me just, if you could frown for me, please. I'm just going to lift up the edges of your mouth. There you go, good. All right, that's fine. And if you smile for me again, please. Yeah, that's looking great. Okay, that's fine. And let me just brush away a little bit of the stress and worry that you've got left over. Good. Okay. Perfect. Okay, and one of the last things that we do here, we're going to take a few photos just to, we took some photos before, and we're going to take some after photos now. So, hopefully the battery is charged up. Soon find out. Yes. Okay, good. Now, if you look straight ahead towards me, please. And, okay, good. Keep looking straight ahead towards me. That's great. If you smile for me, please. Okay, good. If you can turn your head a little bit, so you're looking somewhere just past my shoulder. Yes, keep looking over there for me. And this time, if you can lift your chin up just a tad. Okay. And this time, the other direction, if you can look over there for me, please. Now, if you can look down at your shoes. And look up for me, please, right up like that. That's great. Good, good, good. Okay, and one last thing we need to do is just to get rid of all of the negativity. I'm just going to, we just draw that back one more time for your entire face, and I'm just going to pull some of the strands of negative energy that you've got going on. When's the last time you had your face adjusted? Never. Okay, good. Well, I hope you'll be coming back again, and that today wasn't traumatic in any way for you. Okay, just pull that. There's a little bit of micro ones around your eyes, so I'm just going to get those for you. Yeah, it might be a good idea to close your eyes. Okay, good. Okay, good. Just take that there and see where we're at. Okay, if you can blink for me, please. Slowly. Slowly again. Slowly again. And blink quickly for me. And again. And again. Yeah, that's great. Good for you. Okay, and we'll just smooth that down for you. Okay. And that is you done and dusted. And I've got to say, I've done a pretty good job. You're looking good. So we'll see you again in a couple of weeks. Anything else bothering you? Or do you want to chat about anything? Or everything is good? All right, that's great. So we'll see you again next time. Good to see you.